What's going on, people? I am Swaver, and this is the Opinionated Facts Media Group podcast. I'm joined by my amazing team, Journey to be Great, Coco Love, and Illuminated Lenses. And I want to say to all of our listeners, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, y'all.
Happy New Year.
A little delayed there, but so anyway, you guys, we hope that you guys, we wrapping up the last year, having some great outlooks for the new year. But on this podcast, our mission is to build better relationships within our community through using the power of conversation. And today we're going to be talking about vision boards and having some appreciation, man, for where you come from. So we're going to start out with Coco Love. She's going to be taking it away from here about vision boards. So what do you got, Coco?
So as you guys know, I'm sure you've heard about vision boards before. So I have not always been a vision board girl. As a matter of fact, my first time doing a vision board was last year when one of my good friends, it was like a challenge that she did with her friends where she challenged us to make a digital vision board actually. So it was easier. I'll say that. She had a nice message with it or whatever about not to think about what you didn't accomplish this year, but think about what you did accomplish and use that to fuel you for going into the new year. And she challenged us again this year or whatever. And I was thinking about what am I going to put on my vision board this year? And I did start to feel a little down, not gonna lie to you, because my vision board that I made last year, I think it had like 10 goals on there. Now, don't get me wrong, I did accomplish 2 of them, and those were very major, and I'm very proud of myself. And so that's something that I'm choosing to focus on to move forward. Honestly, I'm lazy too, and I'm gonna take everything that was on there that I did not accomplish or that I would like to get better at, and I'm gonna slap it on this one, and then I'm gonna add a few more things. But anyway, vision boards, they're not just like this fun little cute craft. It is a form of manifestation, if you will, for all the manifestation girlies out there. It's a way.
Hold on. What about the guys? What about the manifestation?
Guysies too.
Okay, guysies. We in there. Let's go, guysies.
Bruh.
Dudes, yeah, bros and dudes, it works for y'all too.
Guys,
Y'all
this
too,
is
okay.
crazy.
I do not
Guys,
discriminate.
I don't know about no Brazil. That's well, you know what? We go keep on going.
I'm still stuck on the guys. I ain't never heard nobody say guys.
Everybody. So it's just a way to manifest what you want or visualize, obviously vision. But researchers show that if you write things down, or sometimes if you are a visual learner and you put these things on a board rather, or even on your phone, if you make a digital one, you can put it as your laptop background or you can put it as your phone background. I will say it's easier to do it digitally, in my opinion, but if you want to have a night in maybe of actually physically touching, getting the magazine clippings and stuff like that, if that helps you, then cool. But put it somewhere where you can see it every day so you can remember, like, okay, what steps am I taking every day to work towards those goals, whatever they might be. According to Psychology Today, mental practices like visualization can increase your motivation, your confidence, and even motor your performance. One study shows that even athletes, like with visualization, it helps them just as much as physical practice. So it's just something to keep in mind, like I said, and just, put it up on your wall. You can use Canva if you want to make a digital one that's free. So it's all kind of ways that you can do that. Keep that in mind. Like I said, don't think about what you didn't accomplish this year. Think about what you did. Even if it was just waking up every day and going to work, you're taking care of yourself. You're doing things to put your best foot forward.
So it's basically like focusing on the dubs, not focusing on the L's. Because if you focus on the dubs, the positive, you're gonna have a more positive outlook. But if you focus on the L's, you'll have a negative outlook.
Yeah. I mean, you don't want to beat yourself up about it because it's easy to do that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you look at social media. I had a moment like that today too. If you look at social media, you're looking at everything that people did for Christmas with their families, or this person, I don't know, got engaged. This person bought a house. This person traveled the country and you didn't do that for whatever reason. It's easy to beat up on yourself. So yeah. And you can always make updates too. And that's something I had to keep in mind as well. Like if there's something else that you want to add, maybe you didn't really think about it when you made your vision board initially, you can always add that on.
I actually have a vision board myself. I've been keeping up with mine for years now. I made mine back in 2018. I still have that same vision board today. And definitely some things have changed. But yeah, it has definitely helped me out quite a bit. Were you about to say something, Eve?
Yeah, I was just about to say, it's like, for example, on the trip, you see people going out or, doing this and doing that, and you didn't get a chance to do it. It's not so much that you focus on, oh man, I didn't do anything this year. You focusing on, oh, I just didn't do anything yet. Or that's going to be fun when I do this.
Yeah. You
whenever.
Still have time. You can do it next year.
Did you have something you want to say, Cece? Because I'm going to move to the next point.
Well, yes, I do. Thank you. Well, first of all, I was just gonna say I absolutely love the idea. I had something on saved on my phone, but I actually did a vision board party probably a couple of months ago. It was really fun. Coco, like you said, I do like the digital one better because it's free.
Yeah.
And trying to find magazines for a vision board party is pretty much
Yeah.
impossible because magazines are expensive. I even went to several thrift stores and they all had like Time magazines from like the 70s and 60s. So it's definitely not anything I wanted on my vision board for that. But
Some
what
of them
we
old
end up
school, the classics.
one of yes, one of the classes, yes. So definitely didn't have anything for the vision board. So what we end up doing was I took my printer over there. We end up printing off pictures, and
have to go good ink.
Yeah, my
ink is
good
expensive.
ink. Ink is expensive, but I took one for the team.
All right.
But like I said, it ended up being. But we had a great time. But yes, I definitely encourage to do vision boards, whether it's on a poster board or if it's digitally. Just make sure you can look at it every day.
Okay.
I love that idea.
So, all right, we're going to move on to the next part here. We're going to be talking about appreciation. So, as you are writing your vision board and you're thinking about where you want to go and what you want to do, take some time also to think about where you've come from. Because I think a lot of times when we are such a hurry to go to the next point, we don't take enough time to sit down and think about how far we've come thus far. An example I want to give you guys is that today, a good friend of mine passed away. She was someone that I met when I used to work at the casino. And I met her when maybe a second or third night, and I was working as a waiter, and she waited on. Oh, well, I waited on her. I'm sorry. And we had a great conversation. We were just talking, and her name was Angie. And I remember just all the time that I was there, she would always come in. She was always tip me. She would always give me good advice and stuff like that. And whenever I was thinking about quitting, somewhere between the time before I did, she's always tell me to keep going. And I'm using that for an example to say that life is very short. So if you made it to this point, no matter what you've been through, learn to be appreciative about just getting to this point. Because if you hadn't made it here, you wouldn't even be able to write a vision board. I mean, think about that. It is as far as like for my team, do y'all have a moment or something that y'all can think about where you just feel that you could appreciate about this past?
Yes, absolutely. Even me making the change to changing my career and stepping out on faith and actually becoming self-employed entrepreneur, whatever you want to call it. But even making that decision, I am proud of it. And I look back at the times I was dreading going to the job that I left and just those feelings and being scary and knowing that you're responsible. You don't have the constant paycheck coming in, but you're responsible for how much money you bring in. Like I said, it was scary, but it was so worth it. I'm growing in the process, growing and learning. So I'm very happy and appreciative of just that alone, amongst other things, but that really came to mind just then.
That's very big. One of the main fears when people have when they're being an entrepreneur is the fear of betting on yourself, because if you fail, you have nothing else to blame and nobody else to blame but you. It's different if it doesn't work out. If you go for this job and it doesn't work out, then you can always blame X, Y, and Z on the job, or X, Y, and Z on the manager or supervisor or the company or the market or anything like that. But when it's just you and only you, and it's just like okay, I have no choice but to succeed, and you wind up, like you said, finding more about yourself. I don't know the word, but
you just be responsible for yourself.
Yeah.
To be more responsible for your own future, taking control, accountability.
Right.
For me, I guess I already kind of knew that I had it when I put my mind in something, but just showing, I guess, what I can accomplish when I am determined to do something, when I have the drive to do something. And I appreciate that about myself. I purchased a home this year or whatever, and it's my first house, and it was a big deal because I did it by myself. Thank you. Thank you.
Love it.
I'm sorry. I thought you knew.
I did it, but hey, I'm happy either way. So hey.
Thank you. But yeah, so it was a big deal because like when I set out to do that last year, it's like I knew I wanted to do it and I knew eventually I would. But you know how when it's like, dang, I really did it. Wow. Okay. So I'm very proud of myself, but it's a lot that goes into that. Something about it is just like, keep pushing forward, even if it feels like it's far away, even if you don't accomplish it right in that moment when you said you wanted to, like you can later. there if you just keep trying and keep pushing for that.
Get ready to wrap up, you guys. I'm just going to close with this saying that, look, make the vision board. Just sit down one day and take some of the tips that we gave today and just make it. But also at the same time, don't forget to love on the people that were there for you. Don't forget to appreciate the job that you do have if you have one. Don't forget to be thankful for the car, the house, anything that you have, because there's so many people that are not here to enjoy those things. And so you just don't take it for granted. Again, thank y'all so much for supporting us all the time. I am Swaver, joined by Journey to Be Great, Coco Love, and Illuminating Lenses. This is the Opinion Factory Group podcast. Until next time, peace.